Cajun country in Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth. The Trojans will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Raging Cajuns offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Robertson. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Dropping back, it's Winfield. Finds the tight end, and he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly out to the tight end.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Williams. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a pop.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Cajuns! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Troy's offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. Trying play action. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Crowder. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They're going to run it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Connor. Out of bounds he goes, he'll mark it at the 16. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Brings up second down. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Taylor. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Running to the left. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Got it in the middle, it's Meadows. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Set to kick off.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. Fires left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Looking left. The sure hands, it's Robertson. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lets one fly deep. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He got it. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
And the Raging Cajuns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Connor. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Trojans have this offense rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Higgins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The give to Davis. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
14, Troy, 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the ground, it's Meadows. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Crowder. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Grab near the marker. It's Taylor. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. Running into the open space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
At the 34-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, the running back has it. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. The Trojans line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Back to pass. Snags it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. To the air, it's Crowder. Big guy smells it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
And this is obviously a no-brainer. Great job by the offense, great execution. Inside of 2 minutes, you got to go for 2. You got to dial up this play, try to tie this football game up. What's your favorite 2-point play? Dial it up, and let's tie this game up.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And down he goes, and down goes for the moment. The chance to tie the game here in the 4th. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they can get into field goal range. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And they still hold that 2-point lead after the stop, David. Now to see what the offense can do.
Yeah, and you've worked on it all week, taking care of the football, making sure you don't make those mistakes, Jesse, while still being in those clutch situations in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, defense just did their job, right? So offense, let's go out, put some points on the board, put ourselves in a position to win.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. That's caught. It's Robertson. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.